Alright, hello and welcome back to Quest for Glory 2, playing as our fighter character. We've advanced a couple of days here, basically just doing some early training before the game really kicks off. We're going to have a brief event here that we're not really going to pay attention to. If you want to see what Omar has to say, you can watch the Thief's playthrough. I'll leave him up there for like half a second in case you want to pause, I guess. Alright, so let's order. Now, any change in points, and I think there's some, is from fighting monsters out in the desert. I'll also briefly kind of show you our character sheet. So we did a lot of throwing, which does a great deal for upgrading your strength, and then some training with weapons and dodge in the Adventurer's Hall. So let's just go till dawn, where we have our next kind of big event, and we find out that there has been a fire elemental that has appeared in the plaza outside of the inn. However, unfortunately, it doesn't actually show up just yet, at least not that we can see. Now let's check our inventory quickly. We'll need incense, which I bought earlier, and honestly, I probably should have waited because by waiting, we would have been able to get it for free. It doesn't really matter much. And then we have our brass lamp. All right, so we have everything we need. We'll just need to make sure our water skins are full. We can quickly go to visit our apothecary friend who, if we actually needed to learn about the fire elemental, he is the primary source of information. But what I really want to do is just sell some ghoul claws. You've seen the fire elemental. It's magic, the most marvelous kind, so very beautiful, dancing flames. If I had but a creature at my command, the pills I would make. Yeah, he is a little enamored of fire, though he does ultimately admit that the fire elemental isn't a good thing when it almost destroys the city. Doing my experiments, 1,000 things, 60 dinars. So he gives you, I think, 15 for each claw. Eventually, he will stop paying for them. So once you sell off like your first set, you want to just kind of hold on to them. Again, it doesn't matter much because you won't need much money, but if you're looking for maximum payback, then that's what you want to do. And we can also sell the tails, which might be 20 each. Yeah. All right. So with that done, we can wander away. And in reality, I don't think we really need to do anything. I think it's okay not doing any more training today. So let's just waste some time, sleep until the evening, and we'll just basically have our meals. Eat, drink, stand, and right, we'll just go to bed for the evening. And when we wake up in the morning, the elemental is there in full, which Abdullah here is more than happy to let us know about. Not that he's going to do anything, but he will certainly complain about it. And we can stand up, and we're just going to slow things down just a tiny bit. Oh, probably a little more. Yeah, that'll be good. So we will use our incense to lure the elemental into the alley. And it can kill you rapidly if you're not moving fast enough. Use water from our water skins, and then use the lamp. Easy peasy. We now have a magic lamp. Hooray. All right. Now we can bring our speed back up. There we go. So, simple enough, so long as you know what you're doing. We'll drink here, and then let's see. Yeah, we got clearly plenty of strength. So I am going to again waste a few days away, which I'll probably just pause for because there's nothing exciting happening. The only thing of any interest that might happen is we might see the beggar that we want to give some money to. Because we get some points for that, which honestly I may have already done. I don't really remember when he first shows up. But outside of that, there's really nothing to do. So I will pause until we get to the end of this cycle and then get ready for the next elemental. So hang on. All right, it is now day 7, which is the day that would be the last of the fire elemental. In fact, I think it's the day that the elemental would have destroyed the city. This guy, yeah, it looks like we already gave him money, so we didn't get any extra cash for it. But since the elemental cycle should be done as we come to the guild hall today, we are given 50 dinars by Rakesh, which is nice. And that's pretty much all that we really need to worry about for today. But we do need 2 more things. So let's see if we... All right, so we have an empty cloth bag, but we also need these bellows, which we could potentially wait till tomorrow to get, but we're already here, so why not? Only a cat would call you a hero. Ask about bellows. Can we buy them from you? Bellows is a sign of my trade. What about it? Buy bellows. It's not for sale. All right, maybe we have to wait for tomorrow. Let's see. I'm not too worried about it. We'll do this whole game again. Drink. Stand. All right, wonderful. Till dawn. Now, as we sit down, Shima should tell us that her second cousin and her third cousin, once removed, were unable to set up their stands because there's an elemental of air in the palace plaza, which clearly we are going to have to do something about. I got that Shima dances this night. Apparently she's not that worried. She still wants to dance. Yes, the first event of our Saurus deciding to wander into the city looking for us, which luckily the guard is nice about, just asks us to please bring the Saurus away. So, all right, now let's see if this works a little better. Ask about bellows. Or trade. Trade bellows. Take bellows. Tell about air elemental. Do tell. Well, if you want to use my bellows, then you've got to prove your worth. You'll have to defeat me at arm wrestling. You win, you get the bellows. You lose, I get 20 dinars. Bet. Alright, so enter key holds back your opponent. Spacebar attempts a slam. Left arrow increases the pressure. Alright, let's see what we can do. We should have enough strength that this really shouldn't be too much of an issue, but I've been wrong before. And again, maybe I'm just terrible at this. You can feel Issur weakening from the great effort he's taken to overcome your staying power. And we can slam it. Alright, now the 2 bells. See if I care. Gets the bells down for you and throws them at you. Well, that was nice of him. Oh, I accidentally slowed things down. Maybe that was back. Issue. Let's speed things back up. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we have to go out to the desert. Good day. And just, oops. Stop walking. Pick up sand. Scoop some sand in the cloth bag. Alright, we now have everything that we need. So let's head over to the plaza. So there's 2 ways to deal with this. Well, I guess there's 4 ways to deal with it, but it depends on your character class. The more interesting way, I suppose, would be to throw sand, which is what I usually do as a thief, although alternatively you could put up your rope and try to drop sand in, either as the thief or the fighter, so long as you have some climbing ability. But the more traditional fighter pathway, so long as your strength is at least 125, is to do this. You have to try to withstand the force of the winds, if the elemental will ever come over here. There's an odd tendency to do this, where it will always stay on the other side of the screen. I'm trying to... Oh, I probably need water. I guess I dumped it all out. And I haven't picked any up in several days. Alright, just get over here. I don't know if this is just like a design flaw or what, but it does get annoying. Let's go. Let me get you. Oh, come on. This is not a legitimate problem to be having. Issue's supposed to be avoiding the elementals, not being unable to catch them. You managed to withstand the force of the wind. So now we will use the sand. Oops. Maybe we have to say drop sand in funnel, probably, something like that. It always feels like if you stop changing screens, it'll show up, but it doesn't. It just stays hidden. There you go. Drop sand in funnel. Force some sand into the center of the air elemental's funnel. Now that will slow the elemental enough that we can use the bellows, capture the elemental, and declare ourselves victorious. Hurrah! All right, and with that, we will end things after a fairly short and to the point video. When we come back, I'll probably have polished off some of our training and we'll move forward a little bit with the story. But till then, see ya.